it's Mary Beth Shaw. I am working on my journal, my daily creative practice journal, and I am just about finished. I've been playing quite a bit, and I wanted to show you a few techniques that I've come up with, not that I just started using. I'm sure tons of people are doing these things. I just never thought of it before. But anyway, some things that I'm doing that are really fun, and I thought that you guys might enjoy seeing examples of these things so that you could maybe do it in your own journal. So I'm going to turn the camera around and then show you some examples as I finish up these pages. All right. This is my August 2023 journal, and so it starts with this spread here. So this is like kind of the spread of the cover, okay? And then when you open it up, I did these 2 pages, and then I worked on this pretty much background, and I'm going to work on this again and show you how that one goes. Then I worked on these pages in very abstract ways, very different for me compared to what I typically do in my practice journal. And I don't know, I just was playing with color, and I was actually playing with this new stencil that I'm in love with. It's a stencil mask designed by Jane Monteith, and I am absolutely in love with this thing, and it works great on the jelly plate. It works great direct to paper, as I'm going to show you. And I've also been playing with the stencil by Seth Apter that has been out for a little bit too. So, and then the back of these pages are these 2. So, and it's quite different, but I did different things with the stencil kind of at every step of the way. So this page here, I laid down the stencil somewhere. I don't even know. I could probably never figure it out again. And that looks like it right there. No, maybe it was here. Or maybe it wasn't anything like that. Okay, so I laid this stencil down, and then I just traced around it with a pencil. And then I collaged some tissue in here. And then I painted a little orange, and what I want to do now is this thing that I've been playing with. The back side of this page I think is pretty much done. I'm really happy with that. I've been playing with these distress oxides and going direct to paper with them, and I really like how it's turning out. So I'm going to just do it on this one and show you how that works. I know tons of people probably have thought about doing this, and I just never have. And oh my gosh, I just love the complex results you can get when you do this, right? And it's so unexpected. Now here I have these collage bits, so it grabbed the tops here and there, which I like quite a bit. And then distress oxide is activated with water. So I'm going to activate with a little bit of water and then just let it do its thing, which is when some other colors start to pop out, and it dries down just so beautifully. So that is how I wanted to finish up that page. I think I want to take a little out. I'm getting a baby wipe over here at the side. I think, yeah, I'm going to pull back a little bit right there. But honestly, I have had so much fun with these crazy distress oxides. I swear, every time I pick them up, I use them for something different. I just really, really like these. Whether it's the liquid form or the ink pad form, I just think that they're the bomb. Okay, so that was one thing I wanted to show you. Now this page, I'll just confess, I started it the same way as that other page, meaning that I put this stencil down and I traced around it, and then I collaged some stuff, and it just really looked like crap. I just was very dissatisfied with it. So I ended up doing an all over collage, and then I used this to add some black accents, and it reminds me very much of this crazy quilt that that I used to have. It was, I don't know, it was just all these dark, really kind of gemstone colored fabrics, and then it had black on it, and I don't know why, it just reminds me of it. So on this back side of this, I thought I might hit it again with some of these Distress and get some more color developed here. This is saltwater taffy, but just look how it's sheer yet intensely colored, and gosh darn, I love, love, love that effect. And then of course, one of my favorites is Spicy Marmalade, because it gives me that glow that I'm so often seeking. Look at that. It just makes that center like ba-bam. So I'm gonna spritz that one and turn it aside to dry. Just sit it to my side. And then the last one, and so this is what I want to show you with that stencil. So the inside of this page, I'm not going to need the oxides for this. I have a different idea. All right, so what I was doing is I was taking a little tiny spongy roller, and I believe I just got this, I don't know where, like at Joann's or Michael's or something like that. It seems like it came in a package of a whole bunch of different sponges, you know, and this was one of them, and I really liked it. So what I was doing is sponging paint on this and then pushing it down against the paper like I'm monoprinting or something like that. And I want to see what color would look good. I think maybe this purple. Oh, you know what? I think I want to use this blue. I'm going to shake it up a little bit. This is Venice Blue. It's a paper artsy. You know, I love the paper artsies in my journals, journal pages. I'm going to reach for a paper towel because that will help me when I press it down. I think I'm probably going to need a little bit more paint. I love the idea of doing this. You know, I adore the gel plate, but I'm just lazy. I'm too lazy to get it out most of the time, and you could certainly get this resolved by getting your gel plate out or doing other things, but like I said, I'm lazy. So okay, so that, and then we'll throw it down over these orange parts, and then I'll rub, and then you pull it up. Okay, now look how fast that dried. I hardly got any to come off. Wow, what a disappointment. I don't know. My sponge is a little wet. I don't know if that was the problem. I actually sort of like how that looks though. Let me try the other side of the stencil and see if it'll hold the paint better. That's pretty funny that I do the demo and it doesn't even work right. Goodness gracious. Let's try this side. It's usually so humid here in St. Louis, but it's not today, so go figure, right? Let's put it right here. And again, there we go. Again, just a hint, but I love that little bit of the hint. It gives you that movement. It's just so delightful. I'm going to do another section over here, and then I'm going to get a darker color, and we'll try to really go for a robust result and see what happens with that. Okay. Okay, here we go. And yeah, again, really nice movement. This is the way I love to develop layers. When they're slightly more mysterious, I guess. I'm going to go in, since I've got paint on the roller, and I can certainly add this into my background as well, around some of the other, you know, shapes that are on here, right? I had forgotten about these sponge rollers, these little teeny ones like this, because I often use a wider one that's a sponge roller. It's one that's made for painting cabinets, and then I of course use brayers quite a bit, but I had totally forgotten about these, and this is a nice little thing if you can get your hands on it. Love, love, love it. All right, I am going to see if I can find a darker color of blue so we can get a bigger pop here, and I shall be right back. All right, midnight, you know, it's one of my favorite colors. This is a Seth Apter color that I just happen to adore, and I'm thinking I may try putting it on directly with the sponge. Let's do it just directly, like it's a real stencil. Imagine that, because of course it is a real stencil. All right, so I've got this all inked up, and I'm gonna just mainly try to get some of these shapes. I don't know, you might have noticed I'm all about shapes lately. I think part of it is the influence of Judy Woods. She just teaches so much about shape in her classes, and I do love that. And it's made me really think about shapes more than ever before in my work, and think about varying shapes. So to get true variety in shapes is interesting to me. And I don't know, I've just been having a lot of fun with shapes. So this stencil is really cool, I think, because it gives you kind of the swirly bits, which naturally bring a bunch of movement, but then it gives you these little shapes as well. So you can get so many different results with this stencil, and it's really pretty cool. I'm going to see, since I have gotten some of these parts inked up, if we can get some of these linear parts on here. Let's see. Yes, a little bit, a little bit. You know, this is probably not for everyone because it is messy. It looks messy, but I like that, and I'm gonna, it's just actually propels me to put another layer on, which, you know, how bad could that be if it makes me work more, right? So which is the right side up? Okay, so this is the right side up. I'm gonna put this paper towel here. And this, of course, is gonna make me put another layer on. Let's move to a different color. Just keep layering up colors that are already in there. And I don't even have to do the full shape if I don't want. Maybe I'll just do a partial, or go around the sides and leave the middle. Look at that, how I left that middle part. I like that. These are some cool parts, these two right here. Let's go ahead and have one attached to that one. Let's have this one attached. And then this little one over here. The purple and the blue are mixing up on the roller, and it's creating a brand new color. So yeah, that looks so cool. Now this little bit right here is popping out at me too much, which to me just says that I probably need to add something more to that area, because you know, that wasn't the intent for sure. So I'm gonna just paint over it. Takes care of that. And I think we've still got a few little straggler pop out parts, but you can hit them with your roller. And I think this looks kind of cool. Now I do want to bring back the spiced marmalade. I want to see, this area is dry over here. Let's see if I can get some down in here. And over in here. Okay. Spritz it. And you know, my journal this month has been all about literally play. Playing with shape and color and exploring some different abstracted manifestations on my pages. Look how this one's working. And then look at this one. I mean, it has been fun, fun, fun. I will be back with you next month with my daily creative practice, and who knows where it might bring me, right? Because that is the thing about this. It's all about play for me, and I just let the ideas fly and see what comes up. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.